We're in, Tom. Stick a fork in it, we're in. It's done.
That's what I want.
Star of the brand new series, Tom Hughes, joins us now. Morning, Tom.
Morning, guys. How you doing?
Good to see you.
It looks so, so good. So, had you seen Malpractice, the first series, before you got the script?
No.
You hadn't seen it?
No, I hadn't, no. But so I read the scripts, like, fresh. I was actually shooting something else in Tenerife at the time, so it felt very, like, out of place reading it. And I went and just got a little coffee and thought, right,
but
I'll start these...
because it's a story, it's a standalone story, so you don't have to...
No, you don't need to.
One.
No one does watching it, but I would advise you to, because it's brilliant.
Yeah.
I've since seen it, and season 1 is amazing. Neve Olgar, who plays the kind of focus of that season, she's just an incredible actor. Anyway. Yeah, she's fantastic.
Well, you're not too shabby yourself.
I don't know about that.
but is there any crossover? So is it set in the same hospital? Are there any kind of continuing characters?
Continuing characters, Helen and Jordan's characters, Norma and George, they're continuing. They're the investigators from MIU.
Yeah.
It's made by the company that made Line of Duty. So, you know, in Line of Duty, you get, like, a new lead for each season.
Yeah.
It's in the same police station. In this one, there's the same investigators, but it's a whole new hospital, whole new story, new set of characters, new set of... And you cast all of that, but Helen and Jordan are both there, yeah.
And much like Line of Duty, it has that breathless feel to it, doesn't it? That's
I hope so. I mean, it needs to. Grace's writing has that. There's really kind of nothing. It's very lean writing. It's incredibly fantastic, dramatic writing, to be honest. But also with her experience of being a psychiatric doctor, and obviously James being a psychiatric doctor in the show, the authenticity just really screams, I hope. I've only seen one act myself. I'm trying to watch it as it goes out, so...
Tell us a little bit about your character and the storyline you find yourself in.
So we meet James. He's working in a hospital as a psychiatric doctor, like I say. He's slightly unknowable, you know. There's an enigma about him to a certain degree, but he's an idealist, maybe a little bit naive. He's quite passionate, forthright, driven to be the best doctor he can be, but perhaps at times that naivety, that idealism can make him be a little reckless, maybe, cut a few corners now and again if it's not going to hurt anybody. And then things mechanisms, schisms happen that mean that he ends up being investigated and then by the MIU, gets accused of a malpractice and hence the title of the show. And then you kind of see his life responding to that and slightly falling apart. And there's a lot of questions about his intentions, if you like.
Yeah.
Oh, how exciting. Is he a little bit arrogant at all?
No.
No. See, this is the thing with actors. I know you trained at RADA. You fall in love with the characters.
No, it's not. No, it's not that. I think it's questionable, I agree. It's not a case of just backing his case blind, but I think he's forthright, you know, he's confident, but I think that's driven by his idealism. I think arrogance perhaps comes from a place of conceit.
Yeah.
I don't think he has that. But there's some, you know, he can definitely ruffle feathers, for sure, you know.
Amazing. Tell us about your first day of filming, because it was a bit like a baptism of fire, wasn't it?
I can't remember my first day of filming.
All the cast was together, and you was quite impressed with everybody?
On my first day? I think my first day was a really quiet day. It was just me, you know, there's a moment of him walking into a door. Honestly, I just got my keys out my pocket and went into the house.
What a day!
This is going to be hard. What a day!
Honestly, I am famously not very good with keys, so it was a challenge for me, for sure.
Tom, are you sort of acting? Do you love to research it? Obviously, you could research quite a lot with this, I imagine. Or do you just like to get the script and, you know, just do the words?
A bit of both, Dermot. I think the intellectual side of acting I try and do well in advance, you know, and that's the structural stuff, the analysing the script and all of that. And I think with a job like this, there's not just an expectation from outside to get it right, but I put that expectation on myself, you know, the authenticity is what's going to ring true. But then
like you said, especially when the writer Grace was you know...
And I lent on Grace. I mean, listen, she was my everything in terms of a template, really.
What did she do in the NHS? She
was a psychiatric doctor. Yeah, exactly the same job as James.
So you could ask her any question.
Any question.
What would I be doing here?
Yeah, exactly. And this is not biographical, but I'm sure, and Grace wouldn't mind me saying, there's certain elements that are pulling on experiences and then kind of seen through the prism of his life. So to have her there, not just as the dramatist she is, but also to have her there for that research quality, like you say, that was incredible. Yeah. I really learned on it.
Can you tell us a little bit about the upcoming Netflix thing with Steve Coogan? I
can't tell you anything about it, but I can tell you what it's called and who's
Legends.
in it. It's called, you know that already. It's called Legends. Steve Coogan's in it, like you say. Tom Burke is in it, who's an amazing actor.
Have you filmed it?
We're filming it. We're really in the early stages of it at the moment, hence why I can't tell you anything.
But you're enjoying yourself, you're having a good time.
I'm having a good time, yeah. It's
fun.
I
don't know if you can still see it, but Tom was in this show called The English, which is this guy called Hugo Blickmate, and it was on the iPlayer.
It was on the iPlayer,
and it's honestly, it's set in the American West, and his character's brilliant, but you were sensational in it.
You enjoyed it, yeah. You were saying before,
such a brilliant.
Without a shadow of a doubt, like one of the best things I've ever done. Like from a personal experience of making it, the end product, I was so blown away. I'm not in episode 1 of it, so I felt like I could watch that like an audience member, and yeah, it was an incredible piece to be involved in. Hugo's just incredible, yeah.
Oh, well,
congratulations on everything.
We're really looking forward to this. Tom,
nice
thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
Malpractice.
Check me out with that key, it's unreal.
What a first step.
What a day.
You're nailing it. Oh, no.
Well, listen,
how many takes did that take?
Malpractice returns this Sunday at 9 p.m. on ITV1 and ITVX.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.